guys, welcome to tonight's pick-a-pile read. So we have 3 piles to choose from, so I'll mark the timestamps in the description box below so you can just skip straight ahead to your reading. For pile 1, we have Carnelian. For pile 2, we have some red tourmaline. And for pile 3, we have some Danburite. If you'd like to pause the video to take a minute to choose whichever pile you're drawn to, go right ahead, and we'll get to your readings. Hi there, pile 1. If you chose the Carnelian, this'll be your reading. We'll get a few shuffles here and see what's going on with pile 1, as well as at the end, we'll pull a couple of oracle cards for you. Pile 1, what do we have for pile 1? What messages can I get for pile 1? Alright, pile 1, for overall energy, we have the 2 of Wands. And what crosses you is the 5 of Swords. So, the person on your mind, you're trying to come together with them, but there's conflict going on at the moment, or whichever person you're involved in. And there could also be gossip surrounding this situation, whether it's your person that's guilty of it, or maybe there's people surrounding them that are gossiping. We'll see what else we can find here. And so we've got the 5 of Cups, and that's in your goals and fears. They're fearful of losing you right now, or you're afraid of losing them due to the conflict. Things are kind of rocky right now, and if this doesn't resonate or make any sense, if you're happily ever after with your person, then this isn't your story, and maybe a different pile is the one for you. And in the distant past, we've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, so either somebody's health took a turn for the worst unexpectedly, or someone may have had a financial loss, possibly even a job loss. I would say maybe 6 months to a year ago is my guess. Maybe 3 years at the most, somewhere in that time range. Not real recently, but recently enough where it's still definitely affecting you, or, affecting how you feel about things. Or maybe you and your person are having disagreements about finances, and that's a common one. So in our very recent past, we've got the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So that talks about burnout and being torn between decisions, having a lot on your plate. So maybe one of you is becoming resentful towards the other one, because you're contributing to the relationship differently than the other person, one person may be working a lot and bringing in all the money, but the other person is being the emotional support and taking care of the house and, the kids. It doesn't have to be that, but there's something that each of you are contributing differently, and you're butting heads about it. The other one person is definitely feeling very burnt out, or maybe both of you are, and you think that it's the other one's fault. And what do we have in the near future for pile 1? Alright, so we've got the Ace of Swords in the upright. So that's actually a really good sign that the conversation that you need to have is going to happen soon. That's new. Aces always mean usually either new beginnings or potential. So I do believe that you and your person can most likely fix this. You know in your heart whether or not it's worth saving. But I think you two need to sit down, have a conversation, and maybe you can shed some light on this situation and, you don't have to work out a plan right away, but at least if you can get each other to see where the other one is coming from a very, wanting to come together type of mindset rather than going at each other, maybe you can find some answers that way. That looks good to me from what I can tell. And then how you see yourself, so we've got the Justice card. So you feel that you're being very fair and reasonable in this situation, whether you are or aren't. I mean, that's, I'm not saying whether you're fair or not, but you feel that you're being as fair as you possibly can be. And how do the people around you in your environment see you, or possibly how does your person see you? The Nine of Wands. So I do believe that they feel this connection is worth fighting for. Not fighting with you or against you, but fighting for the connection if you can both find some common ground. And one of you might be a little bit not quite emotionally independent. It doesn't mean that you can't attain that, or maybe you're getting irritated with them because you wish that they would be more emotionally independent. And what kind of outcome do we have for pile 1? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. It is possible that with these nines here, and the 5s, May or September could have been or can be a significant time for you. I don't know what that means to you or if that has anything to do with anything, but 9s and 10s usually have to do with the completion of a cycle. So this could be the closing out of a chapter and the beginning of a new. Well, everything in life pretty much is. I want to get at least one more card here for pile 1. So we've got the Two of Cups, and that's like the happy romance and love card. So I do think all in all, in the end, you two will work it out and things will have a happier outcome here. So let me pull a couple of oracle cards for pile 1. Let me. Like, you can stop me from pulling oracle cards. I laughed and almost choked on my own spit. Happy Tuesday. Alright, what do we have for pile 1? Heed your dreams. love without condition. So that pretty much speaks for itself. I think that both of your hearts are in it, financially or whatever situation's going on. It doesn't mean that the relationship is crap. I think it's just a crap situation. But you guys' emotions for each other is there, and it has potential to work out. And I think you need to be vulnerable with each other. That conversation needs to happen. And don't try to force it, but when it feels natural, I think you'll solve some issues there. So we'll get some oracle cards also from this little homemade deck I made with my own messages. And some of it has timelines as well as messages. So we'll see what we've got for pile 1 here. Full moon in Taurus, late October or November, so you or your person could have Taurus somewhere significant in either of your birth charts, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or this could have to do with a timeline. Something significant happened that has to do with this situation, or maybe a change happened around the time of October or November, or it could be the coming October or November. That's the future for when things are gonna come to fruition. And that's about a year from now, so that's a pretty long time. So maybe something came about fairly recently. And I think about you more than you know. So even though your person may not be showing emotions or expressing themselves, I think you know in your heart how they feel. If it's there, it's there. You don't always have to say anything. Like, you can just feel it, whether their heart's in it or not. And we also have full moon in Aries, late September or October. Well, maybe with those 9s having to do possibly with September. I think September, October, November, somewhere around there, might be significant for you. Alright, pile 1, I hope you enjoyed your reading and I hope that made sense for you. I hope you have a great rest of your night and thank you for watching. Hello, pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the red tourmaline, this will be your pick-a-pile reading. So we'll get some shuffles and see what we have going on for pile 2. We'll get some oracle cards at the end as well. What do we have for pile 2? What messages do we have for pile 2? Alright, so the one that jumped out of the deck is the Hanged Man in the reverse. So some of you have been in limbo and in a state of being suspended where you were kind of pausing for a little bit and you were seeing things from another perspective. Something sparked something creative in your mind that you were viewing a situation differently. and now you're coming back down to Earth to join the rest of us. And what crosses you is the Three of Wands in the reverse. I almost feel like you were waiting on something and you got tired of waiting. Let's see what that's all about. The Empress in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You could possibly be dealing with a situation with your mother. Like maybe you're at odds with your mother, or something happened with a mother figure where it's bringing about difficult to handle emotions. I don't know if that makes any sense for you. What happened in the distant past for pile 2? So we've got the Nine of Wands. And that's the card that usually means don't give up. And also standing your ground. I'm not sure what that's about. Let's see what happened in your recent past. So we've got the Eight of Wands. So you may have received a letter or a message, something significant regarding a important female in your life. It could even be news of a pregnancy, possibly. Doesn't have to be. Could have been a message from your mother. I mean, a lot of people talk to their moms often, but there's something that stands out about it, or something regarding a female family member. And so we've also got the Three of Swords. So that there was some kind of a betrayal, possibly? Not sure what that's all about. And we've got the Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries, possibly. Aries or Taurus. The Empress reversed and the Emperor. There may have also been a breakup, possibly, if this doesn't have to do with a female family member situation. And how did the people in your situation see you? So we've got the Two of Wands. So I think you're trying to make amends. You want to come together with this person, whoever it may be. You're not trying to fight. You're trying to smooth things over, and you're trying to be the peacemaker in a situation. And we've got the World card. So that has to do with the closing out of a cycle. And for the outcome, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So if you were thinking about accepting a new job offer and you aren't really 100% about it, it's telling you to hold off. It might not be worth it, possibly. But keep looking. If you're not happy at your current job, or you feel that you can do better than where you are, definitely don't give up. But it's better to stay where you currently are. Even if you want to leave, don't leave just for the sake of going to a new job. Make sure that it's what you want, because you don't want to leave a bad situation for worse. I don't know if that makes any sense for you, Pile 2. That's what I'm getting here. I feel like it's not fully complete, but it doesn't have to make sense to me as long as it makes sense to you. So we will pull a couple of oracle cards here. And that one was not wasting any time jumping out at the deck. Ooh, I like this. This is powerful. Become a shapeshifter. Pretty self-explanatory. Do what you need to do to be resourceful, to pursue your dreams, and make shit happen. Easier said than done, though. So I will also pull a few oracle cards from my homemade deck, and these usually have to do with if you're in a love situation, and they also have timeline cards as well. What can we get for pile 2? What messages do we have for pile 2? That's too many. So we have new moon in Scorpio, late October or November. So that could have to do with something very recently that just came to a head within the last month or so. October, November could be a significant time of year. You or the person that you're dealing with could have Scorpio somewhere significant in your chart. And let's get another oracle card for pile 2 here. I guess it wanted to give you more than one oracle message. You are deep-fried sunshine on a stick. I know it's probably not easy to see on the camera there. So if you are dealing with a love situation and things are happy, that could be what your person is thinking about you. I doubt that it's word for word exactly what that said. I'd really laugh if it was, but... So that's a positive thing. But then this contradicts it, so take what resonates. This is like the opposite of that. This is what your person would be saying to you, or it could be a family member that you're dealing with in a non-relationship way. I am too self-centered to handle a serious relationship. It isn't changing. Whoever ends up with me is just settling and being cheated. Probably can't really see that very well. Well, whichever way it goes, you'll know which one fits your story. Well, pile 2, I wish you the best of luck with everything. I hope that all made sense for you, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thank you for watching. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the lovely Danburite crystal, this'll be your reading for pile 3. We'll get a few shuffles and we'll see what we've got going on. And we'll also get some oracle cards as well. You got a lot of jumpers here. Alright, pile 3. So, for overall energy, we have the Hierophant, followed by what crosses you is the Hanged Man. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Pisces, possibly. There might be something involving your spiritual beliefs. It's also the card of commitment, so there's something that you're committing to or hoping to commit to, due to seeing things from a different point of view. You changed your perspective based on some new information that you found out. And we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse in the position of your goals and fears. Something tells me that you've been feeling like you were left out in the cold, and you're sick of feeling that way, so your goal is to not feel that way anymore. So there's decisions that need to be made to do what you have to do to make yourself happy. What happened in the distant past here for pile 3? So we've got the Empress card. That again is Taurus energy. Either you or them could have that somewhere significant in your chart. You might have found out that somebody is pregnant, or maybe you were, or still are. Doesn't have to be. Or, giving birth to a new idea or a new way of thinking. It doesn't have to literally be a baby. Coming into your power. I think that maybe you felt abandoned and you turned it around, and now you don't feel abandoned because you learned your own self-worth and you made a major move. You had faith in yourself, so you made some changes to not ever feel that way again because you've got your own back. And what happened in the recent past, so we have the Ace of Swords here. So you gained clarity on a situation, which makes sense, seeing things from a new perspective with that Hanged Man based on new information that came through. You may have learned something new spiritually, I'm thinking. What do we have in the near future for pile 3? So we've got the Seven of Cups in reversed. So a lot of you had a lot on your plate. You were feeling confused, and you turned it around. You're not confused anymore. That has to do with multiple options possibly confusing you, clouding your vision. And with that Ace of Swords, that verifies that this has to do with clarity coming through, and even more answers are going to come to the surface in your near future. How do you view yourself? So we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. For some reason, I feel like you don't feel complete financially. Seriously, who does? I don't care who you are. It's very rare that anybody feels like they're complete as far as financial things go. And if you do and you've managed to feel happy and let that go, good for you that you were able to, know how to be happy in the now. And what's going on in your environment with the people around you or possibly your person. So we have the Star card. So I think that people view you as maybe having independent energy and non-traditional ways of thinking. People view you as having Aquarius energy, whether you're an Aquarius or not. Aquarius energy is very unconventional, that's the word. Like, they don't give a fuck what people think. If they think something's a good idea, they don't conform to things just because people say so. And maybe that's the way people are viewing you. Or they're viewing you as all of your wishes coming true. That's also the Wish card. Looking very good, pile 3. I like this reading. What else do we have? So we've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So you walked away from what no longer serves you. You had your own back. what kind of outcome do we have for pile 3? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So if there was something on your horizon financially, with your health or jobs, that's what Pentacle energy rules. That's giving you the green light and the go-ahead to go for it. It also could have to do with if somebody is moving towards you, like a potential new love interest, it's moving slowly and they're taking it slow. Just because it's moving slow doesn't mean that they're uninterested. And sometimes that makes it hard to tell because they're taking it slow. They could also be an earth sign. So what else, what oracles can we get for pile 3 here? I think this is the best reading that we've had all night. Out of the 3, I'm liking pile 3's reading a lot. So this oracle deck, they're homemade cards that I put messages on them on a blank tarot deck myself. And these are mostly love messages. Some of it has to do with timelines as well. What do we have for pile 3 for an oracle here? Almost dropped the whole thing. I've been through a lot, and I know you have too. I don't trust easily. You seem too good to be true. Time will tell. Oh, pile 3, see, it just verifies Knight of Pentacles right here. Slow moving. Y'all are taking it slow because you've both been through a lot of crap, and you know, and you don't have to have gone through a bunch of crap to take it slow. There's many reasons for taking it slow, and that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes if things are rushed and they're moving too fast, sometimes that's a red flag. Anything can be a red flag. Somebody does something nice. Oh, I wonder what his hidden motive is. You know, oh, that's a red flag. No one really knows. Just trust your gut and go right on with it. And we've got a full moon in Virgo, late February, March. So one of you or both of you could have Virgo possibly somewhere significant in your chart. I feel like I named every zodiac sign. Or late February or March, somewhere around there during Pisces season. That could be a significant time of year for you or them or both. That could have to do with when something's gonna come through as far as a message goes, or some type of truth is gonna be revealed regarding this situation. And let's see, can I get one more of these for pile 3? Oh, this is hilarious. So there's one card. So the story about this deck is, so this is a chinchilla and she's the Empress, and I drew a little dress on her. It was inspired by a picture of Rihanna, like boss bitch energy, you know? I originally was gonna draw on this deck, and all I had was colored pencils. It takes a lot to figure out how to do a transfer and painting and all of that. And after I got done with this, I decided to just make it an oracle deck because I was too lazy to make this into a full tarot deck. So it just has one tarot card in the oracle deck, and it's the Empress. And that's pretty interesting considering that you got the Empress. Even more verification that you are in your power and you are, you know, whether you're a woman or a male, you know, you're in your feminine energy, you're in your power. So let's get another oracle card for pile 3 here. cards just want to roll over like a good little doggy. Oh, and now it did that. I really start to lose my marbles towards the end of my tarot readings. Not that my marbles were ever there to begin with, but... Alright, pile 3. We have the source of all. That's also verification that, you know, with that Hierophant card, along with the Hanged Man, seeing things from a different perspective and possibly leveling up spiritually, this verifies that the source of all, you know, talking about source, talking about spirit, whether to you, you know, that's God, the universe, a goddess, whatever higher power you believe in, it's, you know, reminding you to trust it and, you know, to keep your connection strong with it. You don't have to sit in a church or a gathering full of, you know, with people to connect to your higher spiritual being that you believe in. If that helps you feel more connected, by all means do it, but really it's between you and him, you know, or you and her, you and it, you and the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. It's reminding you, you know, that you're leveling up and to keep that connection strong, and it'll take you places, and to trust it and to have faith and, you know, be open to flow. Alright, pile 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope that made sense for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your night, because I don't talk with my hands enough. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.